And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. With a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Now Lynch on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. This complete to the tight end Clay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back there, Philly, here we go. Gone.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lynch. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Come on, fool. God damn, 95, 96. God damn.
Here's Carter throwing on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
No,
I feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's brought in by Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Carter. Off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's going to go for it. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lynch looking to throw on second.
Yo, what the fuck are you doing, Josh?
Downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
What he's doing.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What?
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Carter. He completes it to Bryant. Martavis Bryant. Touchdown, Washington. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Wide open receiver complete.
I couldn't get my fucking mind,
16
guys.
yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Carter on 1st and 10. Past the 20. Complete. Richardson has it. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman.
Damn, he fast as shit.
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it
Bye-bye.
in one-handed.
Thank you.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Gun!
On first down, it's Lynch. West side here, caught by Clay. And down inside the 15,
I'm outta
shy
here.
of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Bye-bye.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Bye-bye.
9 yards on the play there. And sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. And they're able to run it in and start with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Milano in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carter now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Carter, off play action. Going deep here for Bryant. And got his man complete. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Martavis Bryant, 91 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. The extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw here. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
This nigga going to do the same shit.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. He'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start on the ground with Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Carter on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, man. And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
Oh, save my ass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here.
Oh, my goodness.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
What you doing, man? Come on, man. Why you keep pausing the game? Man.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Fuck it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Don't run over there with him. Look at him.
Back to throw is Carter. A final shot before break. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carter,
Oh, I seen him too.
it's intercepted.
I seen him too.
It's off at the 35. And they have the football and will set
Good
up
bait.
shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
Man,
I
coverage.
don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought
Good
down.
pressure.
Jerry Hughes.
Good
In there
pressure.
to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Carter operating from the gun. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Carter now off the play fake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carter, off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding.
Pick that shit off. What are you doing?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Dumps it off for Geis. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw is Carter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Off to Geis on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
It's hauled in by Doxson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
To throw on 2nd down, Carter.
Oh!
This is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
What's up?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it with Williams. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They're going to look to throw. And they hit it loose. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Carter to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Carter now, off the play fake. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down. 41 yards. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Carter throwing on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end.
Wow.
This is going to be intercepted.
I should never throw out the back of my foot.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Right.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Watch it now, Barney.
Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On first down, Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Carter, operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw is Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet.